There are names that don't just belong to fashion. They belong to the very history of art and elegance. Dior is one of them. From that first new look that restored hope to a world still shrouded in gray, to the contemporary creations that continue to redefine luxury, every piece born within its maison has been a love letter to beauty itself. Dior doesn't follow trends. It creates them, shapes them, and elevates them. This video celebrates the icons that have defined its legend, the dresses, perfumes, and accessories that made Dior a true synonym for eternity. It all began in 1947, when Dior unveiled to the world an entirely new vision of femininity. In a Europe still marked by the austerity of post-war life, the new look appeared as an act of rebirth. Wide skirts, cinched waists, soft shoulders, and rounded silhouettes. Every line breathed optimism and desire. It was more than fashion. It was a manifesto. The female body bloomed once again after years of restriction. Women didn't just wear Dior, they transformed through it. The international press surrendered to its magic, and Paris reclaimed its title as the capital of elegance. From that day on, Dior didn't simply set trends, it defined an era. The new look remains today one of the most glorious moments in the history of haute couture and the ultimate symbol of the maison's creative power. In the same year that the new look conquered the world, Dior launched its first fragrance, Miss Dior. It wasn't just a perfume, it was the scent of rebirth. Created as a tribute to love, freedom, and grace, its notes of jasmine, rose, and patchouli carried the promise of beauty returning to life. Miss Dior captured the spirit of a woman who was strong yet delicate, sophisticated yet full of light. With its iconic bow and crystal bottle, it became the invisible accessory of the new era. Each drop embodied the same philosophy as the dresses, to make women feel alive again. Over time, Miss Dior evolved, yet its essence, that of a romantic soul wrapped in elegance, has never faded. It remains one of the purest symbols of Dior's eternal femininity. Few creations can claim the status of an icon from the moment they are born. The Lady Dior bag did just that. Its structured silhouette, its canage stitching reminiscent of the Napoleon III chairs in Dior's atelier, and its golden charms forming the letters D-I-O-R turned it into an instant legend. More than a handbag, it became a statement of refinement and power. Its elegance transcended seasons, representing a perfect balance between strength and grace. The Lady Dior embodied what the maison has always believed. True luxury lies in the details that speak softly, but endure forever. Still today, it remains one of the most desired symbols of timeless sophistication in the world of fashion. The bar suit is not merely a garment, it is a turning point in fashion history. With its cream-colored jacket, narrow waist, and full black skirt, it sculpted the body into the ideal of post-war elegance. The design redefined beauty with architecture and precision, transforming fabric into power. It spoke of renewal, of a femininity reborn through structure and softness. Every seam reflected Dior's devotion to harmony and proportion. The bar suit became the visual anthem of the new look and a living sculpture of couture perfection. More than 7 decades later, it continues to inspire designers and remains the blueprint of modern elegance. If the bar suit represented structure, the Junon dress embodied fantasy. Crafted from layers of tulle and embroidered petals shimmering like stars, it looked as if it had been made from light itself. The gown captured the poetry of motion, each step a ripple of brilliance. Named after the Roman goddess of women and marriage, Junon symbolized power wrapped in beauty. Its intricate craftsmanship pushed couture beyond the limits of imagination, proving that fashion could be art in its purest form. Even now, the Junon dress is displayed in museums as a masterpiece of design. A reminder that Dior was never content with making clothes. He created dreams woven in silk and starlight. When J'adore arrived, it wasn't just another fragrance. It was the declaration of a new kind of luxury. Golden and radiant, the bottle itself became an icon. Pure curves, timeless grace, and a drop of sunlight captured in glass. Its scent, a luminous blend of ylang-ylang, jasmine, and rose, spoke of sensuality and power, of women who no longer waited to be admired, but chose to shine. J'adore redefined modern femininity, bold yet soft, free yet eternal. It became a ritual of confidence, a daily act of beauty that whispered, "You are enough." Today, its name still resonates as one of the most universal expressions of desire ever created in the world of perfume. At the dawn of a new millennium, Dior broke all conventions with the saddlebag. Inspired by the shape of a horse's saddle, it was both rebellious and refined, a symbol of individuality at a time when fashion was changing forever. With its curved silhouette, short strap, and metallic D-charm, it brought a bold energy to elegance. The bag became a cultural phenomenon, carried on runways and streets alike. It wasn't about perfection, but attitude. Years later, its revival proved its timeless appeal. Proof that innovation, when born from authenticity, never fades. The saddlebag remains a testament to Dior's ability to reinvent beauty without losing its soul. In an age defined by movement and self-expression, the Dior book Haute became a new emblem of effortless luxury. Its simple rectangular shape and the iconic Dior oblique embroidery turned it into a masterpiece of craftsmanship and modernity. It spoke to a generation that valued both style and substance, elegance made for everyday life. Entirely handmade, each tote required hours of meticulous embroidery, every thread carrying the legacy of the maison. Beyond fashion, it became a symbol of creative freedom, practical, artistic, and unapologetically Dior. A new classic was born, bridging the heritage of haute couture with the rhythm of contemporary life. When street culture met haute couture, the world took notice. The collaboration between Dior and Air Jordan redefined what luxury could be in the 21st century. Crafted in Italy with gray leather, precision stitching, and the Dior oblique swoosh, the Air Jordan 1 Dior became a masterpiece of crossover design. It united two worlds that once seemed miles apart: the exclusivity of Parisian craftsmanship and the energy of street style. Limited, coveted, and instantly iconic, it represented a revolution. Proof that true innovation comes from daring to blend contrasts. The sneaker became a symbol of modern aspiration, where elegance meets rebellion and tradition learns to run. The Lady D-Light is the rebirth of a legend, the perfect dialogue between past and present. Reinterpreting the classic Lady Dior with lightweight embroidery and contemporary craftsmanship, it represents the Maison's commitment to evolution without losing grace. Every stitch, every tone, speaks of harmony between heritage and innovation. The logo embroidered across its surface celebrates confidence, modernity, and joy. Soft yet structured, iconic yet new, the Lady D-Light proves that Dior's timeless codes can always find a new voice. It's not just a bag, it's a statement that beauty, when rooted in history, will always feel new. The Dior oblique pattern is more than a print. It's a signature written in thread. Introduced in 1967, this geometric monogram transformed the very language of luxury. Each interlocking letter forms a rhythm of identity, an echo of the Maison's artistry. The fabric, woven with precision and patience, became the canvas for Dior's timeless vision. Appearing on bags, trunks, and accessories, the oblique motif symbolized modern elegance, bridging tradition with graphic innovation. Decades later, it still defines the brand, a code recognized instantly across the world. In every thread, one can read Dior's devotion to craftsmanship, beauty, and enduring design. With Sauvage, Dior sought to capture something elemental, the power of earth, air, and light. The fragrance is raw yet refined, a blend of freshness and strength. Its deep blue bottle reflects the horizon at dusk, its scent evoking open landscapes and untamed freedom. Sauvage isn't about sophistication alone. It's about authenticity, about rediscovering primal energy through simplicity. The name itself speaks of contrast, wild yet composed, free yet intentional. Every note feels like an invocation of nature's force, distilled into elegance. More than a fragrance, Sauvage is a statement. The modern man as a balance between instinct and grace. The diorama bag marked the meeting of architecture and couture. With its structured shape and metallic clasp engraved with the Dior logo, it symbolized the power of modern femininity. Clean lines, geometric precision, and subtle shimmer made it an object of both art and function. The diorama was designed for a woman who moves through the world with confidence, elegant, but never static. It reinterpreted classic Dior codes for a new generation, blending innovation with timeless allure. Sleek, minimal, and sculptural, it remains one of the purest expressions of contemporary luxury, where craftsmanship meets clarity. Sometimes simplicity carries the greatest power. The Dior belt, with its flawless leather, impeccable stitching, and the iconic CD buckle, became a universal symbol of refinement. Whether worn with a gown or a tailored suit, it draws the eye without demanding attention. Its strength lies in its restraint, a quiet piece that speaks of structure, confidence, and proportion. Each detail is meticulously finished, embodying the maison's commitment to harmony. Beyond function, the Dior belt represents a philosophy, elegance that serves purpose, beauty that belongs to both women and men, timeless and effortless. The Dior Caro bag is tenderness made tangible. Soft leather, hand-stitched in canage quilting, glows under gentle light. Its gold clasp engraved with the Dior logo shines like a heartbeat at the center of the design. The bag combines modern comfort with classic charm, elegant enough for evening, light enough for daily life. Every curve feels intimate, every seam purposeful. Named in homage to love and artistry, the Dior Caro embodies the maison's human touch in a digital age. It reminds us that luxury is not excess. It's emotion, craftsmanship, and care woven into every detail. Time for Dior has always been more than numbers. It is an emotion, a rhythm, a sparkle. La Vie de Dior transformed a simple watch into a jewel of femininity. With its delicate circular face, diamond-studded bezel, and soft gleam of gold or steel, it became a symbol of timeless grace. Every second it marks feels like a breath of elegance. Designed to be worn like a secret, close to the pulse, it celebrates the harmony between precision and beauty. The watch is not just a measure of time, but a reflection of how Dior sees it. Not passing, but eternal. Few shoes have captured the spirit of contemporary elegance like the Dior slingback. Handcrafted in silk or technical fabric, each pair bears the embroidered ribbon proudly spelling the Dior name, a gesture of identity, not vanity. Its graceful shape, the perfect balance between comfort and couture, gives every step a quiet rhythm of confidence. It is refined, feminine, and modern. A masterpiece that speaks of the new Dior woman, strong, free, and endlessly elegant. The Dior slingback proves that true sophistication doesn't need to shout. It simply walks into the light and lets the world listen. The Dior, So real sunglasses brought a new architecture to the face. With their futuristic lines and mirrored lenses, they blurred the boundaries between fashion and design. Each curve and joint reflected the maison's daring approach, where tradition meets innovation with surgical precision. These sunglasses became a global phenomenon, redefining what accessories could be. An expression of personality, not just protection from light. So, real lives up to its name. Too modern to imitate, too elegant to fade. It remains a declaration that Dior's creativity always looks toward the future, even when inspired by the past. With the Bobby bag, Dior returned to softness, to the quiet side of luxury. Rounded, structured, and poetic, its design feels like a whisper of nostalgia, wrapped in modern craftsmanship. The smooth leather, the delicate clasp engraved with the Dior logo, the perfect proportions, all reflect a devotion to balance. It is a bag that doesn't demand attention, it earns it. The Bobby speaks to those who understand that real elegance lives in silence, in the invisible conversation between form and feeling. A piece created to be worn, loved, and remembered. The Dior B30 sneakers marked a turning point, proof that speed and style could share the same heartbeat. With aerodynamic lines and technical precision, they brought couture into motion. Lightweight yet luxurious, their futuristic design mirrors the rhythm of a world that never stops. The Dior logo, discreetly embedded, glows like a seal of authenticity on the move. The B30 bridges two worlds, the discipline of craftsmanship and the energy of innovation. More than footwear, it's a philosophy. That movement itself can be elegant, and that even in motion, Dior remains unmistakably Dior. There are fragrances that seduce, and then there are fragrances that awaken. Dior Addict belongs to the second kind. Encased in deep blue glass, it feels like midnight distilled, mysterious, hypnotic, and alive. The scent unfolds like a melody. Silk flower petals, warm vanilla, and the faint echo of desire. It was created for a woman who doesn't follow light. She becomes it. Dior Addict is more than perfume. It's a mood, a state of mind, a declaration of independence wrapped in satin darkness. Even today, its name resonates like a promise whispered at dusk. Addictive, eternal, and utterly unforgettable. Each haute couture gown is a chapter of the Dior legend, a dialogue between fabric and dream. In a world obsessed with speed, these dresses slow time itself. Every pleat, every embroidery is guided by patience and reverence. The atelier becomes a sanctuary where human hands defy imperfection to create grace. To see such a gown is to witness art in motion, light trapped in silk, emotion stitched into form. The Dior Haute Couture dress is not made to be worn, it is made to be remembered. It embodies what the maison has always stood for: devotion to beauty as a sacred act. Named after the legendary Paris address where the maison was born, the 30 Montaigne bag is both heritage and modernity, fused in a single design. Its clean lines, structured shape, and golden clasp engraved with the Dior logo speak of quiet strength. It's a reflection of the building itself, timeless, elegant, and full of history. Created for women who live between tradition and progress, the 30 Montaigne captures the very spirit of Dior. Classic, functional, and endlessly refined. More than an accessory, it's a piece of architectural poetry, a bridge between past and future. Dior Homme reinvented masculinity for the modern era. Gone was the excess. In its place, purity, structure, and light. The fragrance, encased in a sleek glass bottle, reflects a man who is strong not through dominance, but through presence. Its aroma, woody, warm, yet precise, feels like confidence distilled into scent. It speaks to those who value elegance over noise, and depth over display. Dior Homme is a reflection of quiet power, the art of understatement turned into perfume. It remains the olfactory definition of modern luxury, subtle, intelligent, and eternally sophisticated. When the energy of street culture met the legacy of Dior, something electric happened. The Dior x Travis Scott collaboration broke the barrier between haute couture and urban art, creating a universe where craft met chaos and elegance met rhythm. Earthy tones blended with futuristic materials, producing a language that spoke to a new generation of creators. The Dior logo, reimagined through modern eyes, became a bridge between two worlds, Paris and Houston, atelier and street. It wasn't just a collaboration, it was a cultural dialogue. The message was clear. Dior's story doesn't end, it evolves. The legend continues, redefined for a new century. From the first new look to the collaborations that shape today's fashion, Dior has never been just a brand. It has been a vision of how beauty can heal, inspire, and endure. Every creation, whether a dress, a perfume, or a piece of leatherwork, carries within it the same heartbeat. Precision, imagination, and emotion. Dior taught the world that elegance isn't about perfection, but presence, the ability to transform simplicity into art. More than 75 years later, its spirit remains unbroken. The silhouettes have changed, the materials have evolved, but the essence is eternal. A dialogue between craftsmanship and dream. To speak of Dior is to speak of time itself, of moments stitched together in silk and light. And as the future unfolds, one truth endures. The world may change, but Dior will always remain the language of elegance.